So, you want to hear a story? Well, it just so happens that we have a story that's worth telling. A story about adventure, friendship, love, and loss. The story of a king who, by his insatiable lust for power, doomed himself and his people to eternal torment. The story of an everlasting curse that king brought upon himself. Let's just jump right into this, because I'm excited. For those of you that want to follow along and read along, everyone get out your Curse of Strahd textbooks.
Oh yeah. Let me get my Curse of Strahd textbooks.
Yep, and turn to page 49. And you can follow along our wonderful player as she traverses Castle Ravenloft. I actually would not recommend that you do it because there's a little bit of like exploration stuff, and if you see the map, you know where everything is. Yeah. But
I know, I don't. Joke's on you. I memorized the entire book.
Oh, joke's on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joke's on
I have photographic memory.
That's awesome. I'm jealous. All right. Are you comfortable, Nola?
As comfortable as I will be.
Then let's not waste any more time.
Okay.
Welcome, Tatiana, to Castle Ravenloft. The winter season has just come to an end. The snow is finally just starting to melt, and you are getting ready for your very big day. The man that you love, Sergei Zarovich, had proposed to you a few months earlier, and this wedding has been arranged to happen as fast as possible, though after the winter months came around, everyone figured it best to wait until it started to get a little bit warmer. And this was the soonest that you could make it happen. This day has been a long time coming. Your family has arrived, your friends, Sergei's family and friends. And though you've been living at this castle for a good long while now, it's still a little unsettling. Just with how this castle is designed and a little bit of the, I guess, magical aroma of the place, considering how this place was built by wizards as well as architects. It's taken some getting used to. But Sergei lives here, and home is where the heart is. And you only have one more day to wait until you can go out with Sergei and finally start to make your own decisions. Though King Zarovich, Lord Strahd, is not so keen on the idea of you leaving Castle Ravenloft. You're in control of your own destiny. So, we open with the perspective shifting through various hallways that are being cleaned by a series of maids and butlers lined with guards and suits of armor and fine pieces of artwork all around. A fine chapel with the spring sunlight shooting in through multiple stained glass windows all around, illuminating it into a very spiritual environment. And then you go up through a balcony near the top of this chapel and head through. Now I need to get references. This is probably going to happen a lot. And head through a hallway, through a throne room, and then you go up a spiral staircase. Go through a dining room where there is a wedding cake with 2 figurines that depict you and Sergei in your wedding attire. And this room and this castle is filled with jovial people, just having a great time, making sure that everything is perfect for the big day. Tatiana, you are in this dining chamber, which is a secondary dining chamber, and a sweet smell fills the room. And in the center is a long oak table, and this table is draped over it with various tablecloths and napkins and fine cutlery. The beautiful white cake towers above this oak table as you are giving your final notes before the big day comes tomorrow. And people are just surrounding you, nodding. Series of butlers and maids are just taking orders and going about decorating the place in different ways. And you and your best friend, Serena, are talking about all of the things that could be going better. I told them that the red trimming on this cake would not be suitable. The deep blue is a far more your color, dear.
I mean, I do enjoy a deep blue, but Sergei really likes red, so I thought, you know what? I might as well let him have it. And besides, I think it's still a nice color.
Yeah, nice color. I suppose you need to give the husband something. This is your big day, though.
It is.
No matter what anyone says, this is about you.
I can't believe we're finally here.
It has been a long time coming. I'm so excited for you.
I'm excited for myself.
Around this time, one of the butlers approaches a very serious-looking man in like black and white attire, perfect posture. Pardon me, madame. I remember you mentioning interest in seeing Lord Strahd's treasury before the wedding tomorrow. That will probably be the last time that I may be able to escort you. Oh, yes, quite. I love shiny things. So, can we do that today? Oh, not quite. Tomorrow morning, right before the wedding, before you take your place beside the bride, I should be able to manage an escort for you, and you can take a look at all of the wondrous artwork in the Lord's treasury. Oh, that is so... I mean, I know that Strahd is kind of a little melancholy a lot, but he is very rich. and I cannot pass up the opportunity to see a king's treasury.
I'm not very interested. I know a little too much about how much wealth he possesses.
Oh, I can imagine, future brother. Oh, you are going to be royalty, Tatiana. This is so... I cannot imagine what you must be feeling.
I feel like I'm in a dream. I never thought in a million years that this would be happening.
And as you say, like a million years, which happened, you see two figures approach. A man with long black hair, greased and tied in a ponytail, in garb very similar to what I am wearing. And a woman in a Barovian formal attire, which is very bland colors, but with the occasion, the seamstress sewed a lot of very fine details into this dress, and is still wonderful as your father and mother approach. Well, I'm happy that this all seems so unbelievable, but believe it, because this is a dream come true for us as well. Joining lines with the Tsarevich's, "Oh, hello, my darling," and he goes to hug you again. I cannot believe I'm finally giving you away. This is more than anything I can hope for.
I'm so glad you two are so happy about this as well.
This is quite... I mean, I almost feel as if we must be as happy as you are.
Well, there's still a lot to be done. I mean, again, I feel like I'm in a dream.
Dreams are dumb! And you see little Vasha, your kid sister, run underneath your dress and just and run underneath the table as Hedvian, the butler that you bought from home, is chasing her. Is like, Vasha, no, don't go. I am terribly sorry, my lady. Vasha, and she.
No. Vasha, stop it right now.
She's still just under the table, and the silk tablecloth is completely covering it, so you have no idea where she is. This tablecloth probably table probably extends around 40 feet, so it's a long table, and she's somewhere under there.
Oh, right. If you don't come out of there, I'm coming after you.
No, you won't.
Oh, yes, I will. All right?
Oh,
Fine.
I don't believe you.
All right, you know what? Doesn't matter if I'm in my wedding dress. I will get you if you don't come right here in 3 seconds. 3, 2.
Okay, I think no one can. The countdown terrifies her, and she crawls back out. No, okay.
That's a good girl. You look so cute in your little dress.
Oh, thank you. I also have a basket with the flower petals in it, but Mom says that I can't start throwing petals until tomorrow.
Right. We don't want to lose all of the flowers before then.
Yeah.
I mean, we have plenty in the garden, but it's good to have some on hand.
Yeah, the garden looks really pretty. It's really cool because the snow only just started to melt and the garden's already starting to bloom. Dad says that it's magic.
Well, I don't quite think that's magic, but I do very much love the gardens myself. It's quite beautiful.
I like them too. Yeah, and they are magic. Don't listen to your sister. There is magic in this place. This castle is enchanted. Yeah, I know. I've been running around, and there's so many cool things to see. Yeah, yes, she has. She is quite good at, finding places to hide. But I find her every time.
That's very good. It would be very unfortunate if we were to lose you, little Vasha.
Oh, I like getting lost. I'm the best at hiding.
Well, I don't know if that's a good or a bad skill, but I'm glad that you have discovered something you're good at.
Yeah!
And as soon as she says that, it's like,
Come find me! Have you?
Miss, good day, my lady, lord, lady. And he goes and chases Vasha. That girl really is something.
Yes. Oh, but she's very adorable, isn't she?
Well, I hope that she manages to get under control. I know she did well in the rehearsal, but you never really know until the time comes.
Well, honestly, with her running around like this, it might be good. She might be tired by the time we get to the wedding, and she'll stand still.
Yes, well, a good night's sleep does do people wonders. Oh, that reminds me, darling, the decorations of the chapel will not be finished tonight. What? Oh, come. We worked so hard to get everything done before the wedding. Yes, but the good news is they say that it will be done before the wedding. We'll just need to get up a little early and oversee the decorations in the morning before the wedding happens. All right. Well, I suppose we'll be on the balcony overseeing all of the decorations before the wedding happens. For now, I suppose that I should have a word with some of those. Tatiana's family was loving, supportive, caring, everything that she wanted. She loved her family and her home, but ever since she arrived at Castle Ravenloft, she had become the object of Strahd's affection. Strahd showered Tatiana and her family with gifts, titles, power, anything that a king could grant. But no matter what Strahd tried, Tatiana's love remained with his brother, Sergei. Lady Tatiana?
Good evening.
And you make your way down a hallway to the throne room. And the door is closed. And you hear muffled sounds of two voices coming through these thick wood double doors that are closed to the throne room, and two guards are sitting out front on post, and they watch you approach, and they just nod. Oh, lady, the lords are just having a discussion. If you would like to wait until they are done, or... It is not my place to tell you what to do, but they are discussing something.
I can see that. And can I don't know, can she like try to listen to see if she can make out anything?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Okay. Eleven.
So, you stand and you try to listen, and you can definitely tell the contrast between Sergei's and Strahd's voice. And you can't tell specifically what they're talking about, but judging by like the cadences of like when their voice starts to raise and when they starts to die down, you get the sense that Strahd is angry about something and Sergei is just trying to reassure him, but also being assertive at the same time, as he does. You know him very well.
you know how long they've been arguing in here?
My lady, it's probably been around 20 minutes.
All right. I wonder what in the world they're arguing with each other about. I'm not sure if I should go in there and interrupt them, but... Is there any other way that she could possibly... Like, so she knows the layout of the castle.
Yeah.
Is there any place in the castle where she might be able to spy in on their conversation better?
There is a roundabout way. You would need to go back up the stairs, go to the staircase on the northern side of the castle, go down the staircase to be able to go around to the other entrance. But you would know that that other entrance is just another double door and is actually further away from the throne that this door is, so it'd probably be even harder to hear.
Okay.
There is 2 stairways that lead to the throne room. But again, you would need to loop around a castle. It's a big place. So I guess the answer is yes. It would take a bit.
You know what? She doesn't have anything else better to do right now, so she might as well.
Okay. So you go down to the first floor through a hallway of standing guards, suits of armor, through a columned large entryway that is basically like the thing that you see when you enter the castle. Just Greek and Gothic architecture mixed with pillars and this wide open grandiose space. Mm-hmm. And there's a grand staircase that leads up to the throne room. This grandiose staircase that leads up, and as you go back around, the voices are not muffled. You do see guards posted, but they just pay you no mind as you approach. And you hear much more clearly, because there isn't a door in between you two. Sergei, I demand that you and Tatiana stay here. I built this castle for our family, and now you just want to leave? Tatiana and I need to be on our own. We're just going to tour the country for a little bit. I don't understand why you want to be so in control. I am in control because I am the king of this land. And you will do as I say. Brother, you may be the king, but you are my brother first. And Tatiana does not want to stay here. And I do not care what you say. I love her. And we are going to do it as we see fit. You do not understand. How can you? You don't know what I have fought, what I have seen, what I have done to make this castle, this land the way it is. The thousands of people that I have killed. You ungrateful brat. There is no light in the eyes of the man that feeds this land. They are as dead as the dead. Brother, you see only the shadow around us. This place will change. There will be light. I give you my word, brother. what shadows plague your heart, I will make you see the light. And the wedding is a great place to start, so brother, please, don't touch me. Brother. Strahd. In the name of our father and mother, please. Fine. I know my temper gets the better of me sometimes. I've just done so much, and you leaving is just... Ever since Mother died, I just want to do right by our family and bring glory where the glory is due. And you are, brother. I'm going to see my wife. Oh. Send her my way, would you? I'd like to have some words with her before the wedding, if you don't mind. It's more if she doesn't mind, brother. Right. Send her my way. Very well. And you hear the echo of footprints hit the cobblestone, seemingly making their way towards your direction. You aren't seen yet, but Sergei is probably making his way toward where you are.
Okay. Specifically, where is she?
She is on a staircase that is ascending into the back of this throne room. This is like the back entrance that is only really meant for like royal entrances into the grandiose like space beneath you. And only like basically only the royalty is allowed to use it, which you have recently been given access to as the bride-to-be. So there is a steep stairway leading into this throne room that you've just been hearing echoes bounce down. So there is basically a horizontal cutoff that leads into the throne room that you've just been sitting near like the middle of the stairway listening in. And Sergei is making his way to the stairway.
Okay. You know what? She's going to pretend like she wasn't there. So the moment that she hears the conversation end, she's going to like kind of get up and like hurry along the, hallway and like, go to like an area that's like normal to be passing.
Yep, for sure. So you make your way back down the stairs, and there are plenty of ways to make you look busy. You are the bride. And you go down into the torch-lit 20 by 20 space around you that shoots upward like a spire with these Gothic columns into the throne room, like supporting the throne room above, which now is covered in basically like all kinds of flower ornaments and bright lights and jewelry. There isn't a lot of windows in this castle, so it is mostly lit by torchlight. And that's one of the reasons that you insisted on like the chapel be where this happens, because there is just gigantic stained glass windows where natural light can come through, and it is gorgeous. But most of this castle is windowless and just lit by torches and other magical means.
Got it.
Which is probably one of the reasons why you feel so unsettled by it. Not a whole lot of natural light.
Right.
And as you just look around and pretend that you're assessing the decorations, you see Sergei come down.
And
see you, and a big smile gets on his face. And this is the figure that greets you as he is looking down at the top of this stairway, seeing you, and he smiles and starts making his way down the stairway quickly. Tatiana, I am so sorry, you know? It's been hectic around here, and he just grabs you and kisses you. It's funny, you know, this is our wedding, and I feel like I've hardly gotten a chance to see you.
Well, we've both been quite busy with the preparations.
My goodness, you are beautiful. Do you have a minute? I know that you look very busy, but do you have a moment?
Sure.
Yeah, he takes you aside to the entrance of Castle Ravenloft, and you step outside, and it is still chilly. And he takes you outside to the long stone bridge that connects Castle Ravenloft to the mainland, which is covered in powder white snow that is glistening in the spring light that is slowly starting to melt it. It is hardly windy, and you can see the entire Barovian countryside blanketed in diminishing white. Beneath you, you can see the village of Barovia beneath you. And can you see the lake from here? Yeah, you can see the gigantic Lake Zarovich in the distance that is kind of shimmering with the sunset that is now just starting to take place. I feel like you can never have too many moments like this.
Well, once we're married, we'll have as many moments like these as we like together.
Yes. And I'm sorry, this is... I don't know, don't take this the wrong way, but I just feel like this is so unreal. It's just been such a long time coming.
I feel the same way. I've been telling my parents just how much this all feels like a dream, and I don't ever want to wake up.
There will be many of our artists taking portraits constantly to try to preserve this memory as my request. I don't know how well they'll capture the magic of tomorrow, but we'll remember this day for the rest of our lives. And he just puts his arm around you, and it's still like a little chilly, so he keeps you close as the sun starts to go down. And that is, starts to set beneath like the mountainside, which turns Lake Zarovich into, and the entire valley of Barovia into this beautiful gold color. The morning Lord surely has blessed us.
Yes. And, she, gets closer to him and puts her head on him, and she just kind of just sighs and stares at the scenery.
Is this like an exasperated sigh, or like a, this is nice kind of sigh?
Like, this is nice.
So you sit in silence until the gold starts to fade and the darkness starts to envelop the valley beneath you. Oh, right. I have a proposition for you, and though I've already made the biggest one, and you've said yes, I would like to ask you, this wedding, though it is grand, and nothing is too grand for you, I don't want you to think for one moment that this isn't that this isn't for us. So, I wanted to ask, I talked to the priest and he agreed. If you would like to, tomorrow morning, we would come up to the guest bedroom and, I was thinking maybe we could get married before the ceremony.
Why would that be necessary?
Well,
Have a wedding before the wedding?
well, I love my brother, I do, but as the months have gone on, he's taken more and more control of this day. And, of course, with your parents giving in the input, and I feel like control has just kind of been taken away from us. And I was thinking about it and thinking of ways that maybe we could take that back and make this our day again, and that's the best I could come up with. That way it wouldn't matter what the ceremony was like. We would have already done it and had been there for each other, and that would be enough for me. Of course, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. I figured I would ask.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, at first it does sound silly. Why have a wedding before a wedding? But you're right. I've noticed your brother being, quite controlling. And, well, I suppose it would be nice to have a ceremony that's just us. Quiet. Not so loud and glamorous and complicated. It would be nice to have something simple.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you agree. I didn't want to say how much I would have liked this to happen, but now that you've agreed, I was very partial to this. I'm so happy that you are also. I'm sorry. Oh, right. Speaking of my brother, I probably should have. King Strahd requests an audience with you.
All right. Did he say what it was about?
No, we were discussing semantics about our future, and he simply requested that you be an audience with you. I don't really know what it was about. I've stopped asking. I'm sorry. This has all been so exhausting. Probably should have asked. I just didn't even think about it, to be honest.
It's all right. I mean, did he want it before the wedding or after? It would be much easier to do it after.
It seemed like the audience, the sooner the better, I think. From the way that he would like to see you now. Oh, probably 30 minutes ago, but we were here.
Well, if I'm going to be late, let's try not to be too late, at least, As much as I would love to sit here, it is getting a little chilly anyway.
Yeah. Though Barovia is quite lovely, I've grown accustomed to it. Well, he awaits you in the throne room, and I will be in my chambers if you need me, and I'll come to your room with the priest tomorrow morning. So I guess ask Drasha to help get in your wedding dress bright and early so that we can I will come ready to go as well, and we'll get that underway.
All right. I usually don't like waking up early in the morning, but
It's a special
I'll be
day.
ready.
All right, well, my love, and brings you in close and kisses you on the forehead. I'll see you tomorrow morning then.
See you then.
And he heads back inside, looking over his shoulder, stopping and smiling at you again, before, with a little bit more urgency, heading back inside.
Well, let's see what the old one wants. And she a little reluctantly goes and goes to the throne room.
All right. You make your way through the entrance, back up the staircase, and you see the back of the throne, as this is like the back entrance for the nobility and Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
You see the back of the gelled back black hair and the large puffy sleeves and the black cape, and he is just sitting, tapping his finger on the side of his throne. And as he hears are you trying to be stealthy about it, or are you just going?
She's just walking.
All right. I'm sorry, you were gonna say?
No, it's fine. I mean, she just, kind of carefully approaches, like she knows she's late, and he's the kind of guy that doesn't like when people are late.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And as he hears you approach behind him, I recognize those shoes anywhere. You're late.
Yes, I know. Forgive me. Sergei and I were just enjoying the scenery outside.
The scenery. Never much cared for sunsets. And he stands up and flips his cape around and looks towards you. And after seeing you, he has a very serious expression and then just looks you up and down in this pretty garb that you have, and smiles his usual plastic smile. You do look lovely.
Thank you.
And he approaches. Thank you, for coming to see me.
Of course.
Before this wedding happens, I wanted to ask one more time, and this is the last time, that I provide such a generous offer. And he walks up close, within like a foot from you, leans over to meet your eyesight, your gaze. Sergei is a child. And though he is a prince, marrying him is nothing compared to the esteem and the power that you could get from marrying a king. I'll ask you one last time. Please reconsider. I could make you more happy than Sergei ever could.
Strahd. Though it is very tempting to want to become a queen, I have no aspirations or ambitions of power or wealth or any of those sorts of things. So, with Sergei, I have everything that I could want to be happy. I don't need, you know, titles or crowns or something like that. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like Sergei and I are just more suited to each other. So I'm so sorry, Strahd.
His smile fades. He reaches out his hand and brushes your hair aside and gently grasps your chin. Such a fine, beautiful face. Such a perfect lineage. I am the only one that is suited to have you. And he lets go. And yet, you insist on constantly refusing and humiliating me.
My lord, there are many fine women in Barovia.
Enough!
Barovia.
Enough.
I'm sorry to have upset you. I will take my leave. And she turns around and starts to leave, really kind of nervous now.
Tatiana.
And she stops at the edge of the stairs.
And his anger shudders for a little bit. You're certain?
Yes. I love Sergei.
You may leave. And you hear the of his cape as he is stomping back to his throne. You don't even need to look at him to hear the annoyance and anger in his steps.
All right, and she quickly leaves. She's a bit intimidated now. She's like, "Oh, go."
All right. It is now night. You've got a big day tomorrow. Is there anything else that you would like to do before you head back to your chamber?
I can't think of anything. Nothing in particular.
Okay. So you make your way back up to I think it's the 3rd floor tower where your guest room is. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. You are near the top of the rooftops. There are spires that jut out from the castle, and you are level with the normal rooftop where the guest room is. And this guest room has been fitted to be basically the wedding hotel room.
Great.
And as you approach, you see that your handmaiden is standing by in the living space, because this guest room isn't just like a bedroom. It's a bedroom, and then you have a living space that has, like couches and chairs and like. And
it's like almost like a full apartment.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
basically a suite. Yeah.
Nice.
And your Drasha, your handmaiden, is just standing, kind of putting up some final decorations. And last time you were in here was the beginning of the day, and since you've been here, this room is completely shifted and decorated and cleaned. There's like rows of flower petals like leading to the bedroom, and like there's a like wreath of like flowers on the door leading into it. And as you approach, and she's like putting one last thing into the wall, and done. Oh. Before she even got
Drasha.
Oh, my lady! Just as I finished, what do you think?
Did you do all of this by yourself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I had some ideas, and I talked to Sergei about it, and he seemed he seemed to think that you'd like it.
Well, it looks lovely in here, although the flowers on the ground seem a little wasteful, but all right.
I'm sorry, my should we go without the flowers then?
I mean, I suppose if they're already there, we can leave them. This was probably Sergei's idea, right?
Aye, my lady.
Then I will not ruin his fun.
He seemed to think that this is something that you'd appreciate. It
puts a smile on my face, although maybe not for the reason he was hoping.
I can imagine. Well, the flowers were his idea, but most of this was mine. And of course, your favorite. And she takes out a vial of the perfume and gives it another squirt. And you notice that this room basically just has the slight aroma of various flowers and your favorite perfume. Just ever so slight. Not that it's it's overwhelming, but like you take a deep breath in, it feels like fresh air that's just slightly scented.
Well, I'm glad everyone has been so hard at work, although I did overhear that some decorations didn't get up on time, so...
What? Oh, those blasted imbeciles. Well, I suppose it's not my place to instruct the help. That is the master's job.
Well, as far as what you've done with this place, it looks lovely.
Thank you, my lady. Oh, would you look at the time? I bet you're exhausted. And she goes over and helps you get out of the various, like, intricate
500
layers.
dresses and slips
exactly.
and stuff.
Helps undo your hair and starts combing it. So, how are you feeling, darling?
I feel... I'm overjoyed, but at the same time, there's this odd feeling. There's this pit in my stomach of, I don't know if it's nervousness or anxiousness or, I don't know, something.
Well, I remember when I got married. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. The knot in your stomach, it goes away as soon as you get on that altar, I promise. Everything just goes into place. Just combing your hair, making sure.
I hope so. I really hope everything goes according to plan.
It will, darling. It will. Well, your nightwear is already prepared. I've drawn a bath for you as well, if you would like. You might, I recommend heading to bed. You've got a big day tomorrow.
Thank you. I can take care of everything from here.
My lady. And she nods and goes into the lounge, I guess. Ornate lanterns, each like going like a dim glow. Again, there's no windows here, so everything is by lantern light or by torch light. With the bookcases and the chairs and the couches. And she curtsies and then leaves. I won't be far. Just ring the bell if you need me.
Of course. Good night.
Good night, Tatiana. Sleep well. And she closes the door.
And she's not a little bit nervous. She's really nervous. Like, the whole meeting Strahd really made her, like, kind of a little paranoid. But so she's just gonna try to, like, relax, calm down, So yeah, she'll probably, like, take a bath and get ready for bed, and if there isn't anything else, she'll probably just go straight to sleep.
You go to bed, and you have pleasant dreams at first. But then they start turning into something darker. Images of loved ones and family being supportive warp and change into shadowy figures that you don't recognize. The floor beneath you loses its physical shape, and but you're not falling. And as this darkness envelops you, you see two glowing red eyes in the distance, looking at you. And then there's two more. And then two more. Until it seems like you're surrounded by a series of demonic gazes. And then you start to hear slight whispers and mumbles. And these mumbles are inaudible in a language that you don't understand. And we pan out from your perspective to Strahd, looking at himself in a mirror. I have been such a fool. I have been such a fool. This world, this land is mine. It has always been mine. And a masked figure looks at him from the mirror. You have but do one thing. Complete the contract, and we shall give you the keys to immortality. All that you desire and more will be yours. And we fade out.
I love the mask. Yeah.
And you wake up. Bright and early. The sun is just... You imagine that the sun is probably starting to rise.
Yeah, I was like, what sun?
Yeah. And there wasn't a specific time, though he just said early morning, so...
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to try to get your dress on by yourself, you may, though that will be quite difficult.
She wakes up and she feels like she didn't really get much rest at all. From the nightmare last night, she's just really frazzled. And so she can't even go back to sleep even if she wanted to. So she just decides to get up, whatever time it is right now. She's not 100% sure. And you know what? She is going to try to put the dress on by herself.
Okay. I'm gonna give this a roll then, because this thing is hard, and you are also very used to people your handmaiden has been with you since birth. So, but you want to have this on the down low. So go ahead and make me.
What is this? Sleight of hand? What is this? History? What is it? Acrobatics?
I'll say
athletics.
I'll say you can either roll me an acrobatics or a straight dex if you're would let acrobatics or straight dex depending on. Oh, you
definitely. Oh, acrobatics. Huh?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. 15.
15 is exactly what you needed.
Yes.
This dress is perfect. You spent probably over a month getting this thing custom made to your exact specifications.
Mm-hmm.
And you go layer after layer. And do you go all out, or are you just going like basic? Like, do you put like all the ornamentations on it and the flowers, or you just want to get the thing on so that you can have it for the ceremony that's happening?
She's just gonna have the basic dress on. She'll let her handmaid rest.
Mm-hmm. So
let her do something, you know.
So you put it on, and your handmaiden isn't here. If you would like to summon her, you have a bell that she can hear from anywhere in the castle on you. You just need to ring it, and she will come.
Is it like a magical bell?
It is a magical bell.
Ah, okay. I was be like,
yeah, it is a bell.
How good is her hearing?
It is a bell that makes no noise when you ring it, but she hears it.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, if they've known each other their entire lives, they're probably super close. Mm-hmm. She can let her in on the secret. Okay.
You ring the bell.
Yeah.
She arrives. She is all for this idea and makes you look as pretty as you can be before you hear a knock at the door. Tatiana? It's me. Oh, maybe. Am I kidding? Drasha. Oh, would you mind opening the door? And
it's me. What is my name?
No. I was just there was a hesitation, like you were gonna open the door. I was like, of course you're not gonna open the door. Drasha, please open the door.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And she opens the door. Oh, Sergey, you dog. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, hello, Drasha. I'm happy to see that you're here. It's good to have a witness. It's not a Barovian culture thing, but I've heard that it's nice to have a witness. Would you mind? Oh, it would be my absolute pleasure. And you enter the living quarters. Sergey is completely in his formal wear, his wedding garb. And he glances you a warm smile. Well, months after months of keeping the secret, here you are. It is far more beautiful than you described.
Well, you look quite nice yourself, sir.
And he goes in for a kiss, but then Drasha puts it. Pop, 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 pop. Save it, lad. Oh, Drasha, you know that, lad. Call me old-fashioned, but save it. Okay.
You don't want to make Drasha upset.
No, I do not.
You should see her when she's upset.
And then you hear dun, 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 dun. The sound of footfalls coming up the stairs. Though these
An elephant coming up the stairs.
It's more like urgency. You approach, and you hear the sound of footfalls. Violent footfalls coming up the spiral staircase. Dun, 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 dun.
What in the world?
Well, that could be the priest, though. He's a little light-footed, and then the door slams open. And you see Strahd panting, his torso and garb thick and absorbed with crimson. Brother, oh my god, what happened? And Sergei goes over to Strahd and just like emotions up at him. Are you hurt? Are you okay? Brother. It's okay. And he pats him on the shoulder. It's fine, I'm fine. I appreciate your concern, though.
What happened?
Well, I heard some very troubling news. Some very, very troubling news. Yes? I heard that you were planning on getting married before the ceremony. Brother, listen, stop! You have always belittled me. Both of you! Mother has tried her best to keep her little Sergei protected while I was on the front lines, battling thousands of people, trying to bring honor to our family. And who did they side with? You. Always. And he grasps Sergei's arm, which was now on Strahd's side, concerned. Strahd, stop! Brother. You look so dashing in your wedding garb. So dashing. What are you doing? And you see a twink.
Well, Tatiana's gonna. Oh,
wait, what are you gonna do?
Tatiana's gonna hurry over to Sergei and put her arm out, Strahd, I think you're hurting him. Please.
Look at you two. You are not anywhere near worthy for this woman that loves you so much. Strahd, please let go. You look so scared. A man on his wedding day should look joyful. And he grabs Sergei by the throat and lifts him up. Strahd, what are you doing? And he looks at you, Tatiana.
Strahd, put him down.
Looks back at Sergei. Smile for me, brother. And then his jaw opens, and it is a human maw, and as it grows close to Sergei's throat, it turns into this demonic, twisted, and horrid, monstrous shape, and bites directly into Sergei's throat, going around like half of his neck, and Dastra just shrieks in the back, and
Tatiana shrieks as well.
Yeah, a spray of crimson shoots out all over the nice decorations, littering the flower petals that had adorned your floor, and you are covered in your husband's blood. And as he tears away, and just, and Sergei looks at you, Tatiana, and just tears overflowing from his face. And he throws his body and splatters on the side.
Tatiana, like, she, like, bursts into tears and grabs Joshua and, like, runs out.
And as you run down the spiral staircase, you can hear Strahd's laughter echo throughout the spirals as you follow crimson footprints leading further down. Milady, your family. We got
to get out of here.
We gotta get your family. What, the king, my lord, the lady, your sister. We've got to get them out.
Where are they? Where are they staying?
The king, the lord and lady should be still making balcony. The balcony of the. They should be setting up decorations in the chapel. Vasha, maybe Vasha's with them. I don't know. Maybe we can ask around.
I need to find Father and Mother and Vasha as soon as possible.
Right. Let's go. And
right.
It begins. So, actually, why am I doing this one? I have a way better. There we go. This. So, as you make your way down the stairway, you stop. Joshua stops you before you go down further to where you know that the balcony is where your father and mother would be. Wait. Master Stefan should still be in the study. In here, he didn't want to leave. We should get him, right? He's just in this room. In this on this floor.
Of course. We have to at least warn him. And she goes ahead and, hurries into the accountant room.
No. This room is the study, which is adjacent to the room where your wedding cake was, where you started this whole fiasco. And she stops you on that floor, and you make your way, and you see that there are servants tidying up and a few guards, and you notice that on your wedding cake, you stand atop it, and the figure of Sergei is now missing. The study is just over here.
All right, let's hurry. And
you go to the next room, and there are a bunch of people clustered and just reading books. And you see the male gnome form of Stefan just flipping through pages, surrounded by other people that are also seem to be doing some light reading. And as you open the door, boom! Everyone stops and looks up at you. My God! Tatiana, what happened to you?
The king, he's gone mad.
King? Lord Strahd?
Yes! Everyone has to get out now! Everyone get out of the castle!
And the torches go out. And your human eyes cannot perceive what's going on. And you hear Stefan shout, Oh, Christ. Tatiana, and Drasha, and you hear you get like little gnome hands on your arms. Follow me quickly as you see boom, 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 those same like red eyes appear in the darkness, and everyone else that is in that room just starts screaming. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay! 11.
So, at the top of the round, you hear ripping and tearing, but you cannot see anything. And the screams begin to die down one after another as these red eyes just dart places, leaving a line of like, you know, like when you're just waving a laser back and forth and there's that slight delay of when you can see, you can just see those delays everywhere as these spectral forms are going around hacking and slashing at these people. They're blocking the entrance toward the stairway. We can go to one of the guest bedrooms here, but I don't really know a way out, but that's the safest way. Do you think we should try to make our way through them or try to go to the guest bedroom?
Through what?
Through these things! Basically,
what things?
Would you like to try to make your way through these spectral forms or go the safe route toward the other room? Because there are two entrances that lead toward the stairway that lead further down to like where your parents are. The safe way is not one of those ways, but you would not have to barge your way through demonic spirits. So it's your call.
All right, well, you know what? She wants to get to them as soon as possible, and you know she can use magic herself, even though it's nowhere near Strahd's level. But yeah, okay. Light is an action.
Light is an action.
Yeah, I do also have Firebolt.
You do, and I would say that that Firebolt would, like a strobe light, just a quick whoosh, illuminate the room before it goes black again.
Right, exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay, cast Firebolt on one of the spectral figures. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right.
19 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage. 6 points of fire damage. Whoosh, you flare your arm forward, and Stefan smiles. That's it, just like I taught you. And whoosh, it hits the spectral form, and as the firebolt leaves your hand, whoosh, it hits the spectral form, and the spectral form dissipates, and it hits the stone wall, and as the light from the firebolt leaves your hand, you see that the wall is now covered in the people that were in here's blood, and these demonic half-formed figures are feeding on their bones. Just for a split second, and they are all gathered around this door's entrance. Just, and you see like probably a good 5 of them, just in a split second, before it is enveloped in darkness, and you can only see their eyes again.
You know what? She is pretty spooked now. So she's just going to keep chucking firebolts until they're all dead. Like, she's just going to, like, blitz throwing at these things.
Okay, the gnome is also...
Well, actually, you know, I have magic missile, too. That might work better.
Yep, so
let's do that.
That was your action.
Okay.
I will say the gnome casts a fireball. Not a fireball, a firebolt.
Whoosh. Oh, I was like, fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fancy.
Yeah. A firebolt. Whoosh.
Why don't you just burn this entire castle to the ground? That works too.
Goes wide and catches one of the books, and then it starts to crackle. And then a fire starts to build up from the bookshelf. All right. I don't think we can take all of these, my lady.
Oh. All right, let's go.
All right. Are you trying to just barrel your way through them, or are you going to the other room?
She's gonna bolt through. Like, even though she's scared, she's just imagining that if this is, she doesn't want to be like too late for what's happening over there. Okay. You know.
So, Let me roll some things real quick, as they will all get attacks of opportunity as you bolt through them.
Yay!
Where's my dice? GM. 9, 11, 5, 9, natural 20, and 10. So,
Sheen's up dead right now. That's gonna be really anticlimactic.
you watch as whoosh, whoosh, these creatures are mostly preoccupied, and they just kind of bite at you as you bolt through the door. And you open up the door, and there's torchlight again. And you can see behind you there is now no more screaming. And Stefan closes the door, but not before the tail pierces through his body. And he closes the door behind him. Go! Let's move! And he starts hugging the wall, and Drasha reaches under him to support him. I got you, come on, let's go.
All right. Hang on, let me help you.
Okay.
And she's going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, Cure Wounds. Go ahead and roll the dice.
That looks like a wow. I rolled bad. That's a 5.
Yeah, 5 points of healing. Natural 1 on the dice. Still, he feels like he can walk again. Thank you. I taught you well. Let's go.
Of course.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And you make your way through this hallway towards and there is 2 stairways. The stairway, you can either go right or left. The stairway to your left will make your way down actually, they both go down similar corridors. However, one is a narrow corridor and the other is a wide open spiral tower that is basically just like no railings. It is a spiral staircase that goes all the way. It is the highest tower in Castle Ravenloft, and it goes all the way up and down through the castle. You can either go through that spire or you can go through the narrow staircase to your left. Both will lead you down to the floor where your parents are.
Does she know which one would be faster?
They both are going to be around the same speed.
Okay, then she might as well take the spire.
Okay. So, you go right to the spire, and as you turn right, the spire is now starting to have this eerie red glow. You don't know what it is exactly, but you hear you don't hear, you don't see, but you just feel this thrumping, this boom boom, boom boom, boom boom, go throughout your entire being. And it's like this immense feeling of vertigo as you look down into the spire for this like 5-story fall to the center, and it is very hard to keep your footing. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
21.
21. And for the other peeps. Okay. You make your way down to the next floor, and these stairs are seemingly moving on their own. They're seemingly trying to trip you. And as you dart to the next room, you hear echoing in the spiral staircase from above, Tatiana! Tatiana!
That just makes her run faster.
And you enter the next floor. This is the floor that you know your parents are on, and you go to the hallway, and then you realize, wait, I've seen people like, and you go to the hallway, and normally there's a doorway that leads to the central chamber, and that door is gone.
It is what?
It's gone. That door that normally leads to like the further in to where like your parents would be. It is now no longer there. A door should be here.
Okay, you know what? She's going to put her hand on that, like, the space to see if there's like some trickery or something.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage, because you are very familiar with this castle.
Investigation with advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay, your mic keeps coming in and out a little bit.
Sorry,
but
I can
yeah.
I'll turn up the gain a little bit. There we go.
Okay, 17.
17. You reach through. The arched corridor has been swept clean, and oak paneling decorates the walls to the height of around 4 feet, and mounted on the east wall in the wood paneling is like 3 lit oil lamps that are now flickering on and off and on and off and on and off. And the wall that you were just feeling up and down, and your hand sinks in, and the doorway reveals itself, and you see little Vasha hiding in this corner, and this other entrance. This hallway seemingly has no entrance and exit, but like, you know that this used to be just the hallway, and now it's not. And Vasha is hiding. It's like, oh, hi, I'm playing hide and seek.
No, Vasha, listen to me. This is not a game. We out of here now.
What?
Where is mother and father?
But Harbian says he was gonna find me. This is the best spot ever.
No. I'm sorry, Vasha. Where is mother and father?
They're on the balcony outside, and then you hear through the wall, Vasha. The sound of Harbin, except for it's cold and emotionless. Vasha, where are you?
Oh, no.
Come on out and play, Vasha.
Vasha. I don't know who this person is, but I'm not gonna let them get you, all right? You're not gonna hide here. You're gonna stay right by me. We're gonna find mother and father. We're gonna get out of here.
Okay. Eventually, the voice trails off. But you know that something is hunting Vasha on this floor. And this hallway is the hallway that leads further in, and that's where the voice was coming from. You can no longer hear it. But you know that to get to your mother and father, you will need to enter this chamber with Herbian, who knows what's wrong with him, but he sounds off.
Well, what was the name?
Herbian is your butler, like your family's butler. And he just sounds very off. The person that was taking care of Vasha, basically, while your parents were off doing their things and chasing her down yesterday. Except for now, something about his voice seems off.
All right. You know what? She's gonna hang on to Vasha, and is Drasha and Stefan still with her? No.
But yeah, they are both at your back. I'm ready to go. Okay. Drasha approaches like Vasha and is like, "Oh, come here, dearie. Come on. You don't need to see. It's okay. Just follow us. Yalla.
All right.
We got her. Don't worry about her.
All right.
Are we going in?
We have to.
And you hear the echoing voice of Strahd coming from the spire behind you. Tatiana, come back. You are mine.
We better go now. And she's gone. Like.
Okay. So you're not trying to be stealthy or anything. You're just bolting into the next room.
Well, actually, okay. How close does it sound like? Because
the voice,
like right behind.
No, it is echoing from the tower, and it's reverberating, so it's hard to tell exactly. but judging by what you heard, it sounds like he is descending that spire.
Okay. Okay, so she might have a little bit of time, but... Okay, you know what? She is going to try to be stealthy then, because I thought it was like, he's right there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
no. He is making his way to you. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, gosh. Man, how come I dumped all of my, like, stat points into, like, intelligence?
Because that's what Tatiana would be. I
know,
approve
right?
of your decisions.
How come she's not, like, a rogue with, like, 20 dexterity? Why? 3.
You search past the wall and you know that this is supposed to open, and the door reveals itself to you again. And as you push your way through, it screeches on the cobblestone beneath you and reverberates through these halls that are deathly silent. And the torchlight still are just flickering. And you hear, drawing closer and closer, Vasha, is that you? Vasha?
No, it's me, Tatiana.
Dun. And you just see her slow footsteps making their way through, seemingly, the throne room. Towards the, like, there's two sets of, there's a set of double doors in front of you, to the, next to you. I can't find the map for the life of me.
Flip.
There it is. Yeah, there's a set of double doors, next to you, like that lead to the throne room. And that's to the right. To the left is a narrow hallway that leads to the balcony where your parents said that they were. And the footsteps are coming closer from the throne room. Don't go anywhere. I'm almost there. What are you doing?
Okay, so...
You go to the right, like the right is the throne room where the voice is coming from. Left is is a narrow hallway that leads to the balcony.
Okay. She's gonna go to the balcony then.
Okay. You bolt left through this hallway, and the torches, as you open the door, flicker out. And you see behind you the door to the throne room open, and a form that is half covered in crimson is staring at you through, like, that is like half silhouette from the light of the throne room, and then looks at you as you're going through this narrow hallway. There you are. And again, just starts slowly making its way into the darkness to follow you.
All right.
And go ahead and roll initiative again.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was gonna say once the lights go out, she would have cast light, but
Okay, sure. I'll give that to you.
okay.
You have light. Boom. It's up. The hallway is lit. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just pitch black. And there's a set of double doors that lead to the balcony. And 18, yeah. Go. You definitely. You're going first.
She's on the move.
Yeah.
She's got to be places.
Okay. So I'll say, clearly you're trying to make your way there. Dash with 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If you dash, you'll be able to make it to the doors and open them up. If you'd like to do any other action, you would be just shy of the doors before this turn ended.
Well, she might as well just everybody. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's run.
You all run, and as you get closer and closer and closer to the balcony, you hear the muffled sound of your mother and father through the door. Boom! And you open up the doors, and your mother and father just turn back, spooked. What in the gut? Tatiana. Oh, darling, what happened to you? And she's like looking all over your
we can't talk right now. We have to get out of the castle now.
And dun. Harbian is now like near the within around 20 feet of you, and looks up. My lord and ladies, there's nothing to fear. The Lord is simply making some changes. Come, Strahd, what are you talking about, Oh, gods, you're covered in blood too, are you alright? And that is Harbian's turn. Your parents seem confused and hesitant, and like they want to know what's going on. What are you doing?
I mean, well, basically she's going to say, like, Mother, Father, I have no time to explain. We have to get out of the castle now. You know.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I have to convince them that we're all in danger? Okay.
That's not exactly what you're convincing them of.
23.
With 23. Yeah, with 23, they're like, all right, I don't like the tone you're taking with me, but if this is an emergency, I will trust you, darling. Let's go. Oh, don't go. Vasha.
I found you.
And after he says that, you both bolt, and you would know that there is a stairway on the balcony that leads further down, and you make your way down the stairway as the butler just kind of starts chuckling and cackling. All right. Rolling well tonight, Nola.
I try. I've been saving all rolls for the stream. Mm-hmm.
You make your way down into the chapel, and you realize that your best friend, as this just comes to mind, is probably in the treasury above you right around now. But you have made your way down to the chapel, and everyone is just finishing up the decorations and are smiling, and then they see you move down these staircases, and you're out of combat. What are you doing?
Okay, wait, Serena is above me?
Yes. You realize that, like, when you grabbed, when you went through the dark room with the demons, the treasury was on that floor with your wedding cake. She is probably still up there.
Oh. All right, she's gonna turn to everybody and be like, everyone, get out of the castle, return home, and stay safe. The king has gone mad. Sergei's dead.
What? Sergei's dead? Oh, darling, it's okay. Come here. Okay, we'll make our way out. Get the carriage and go. And something's off. It's the morning. But the morning sunlight seems blanketed in a thin fog that is just starting to creep in, that it just feels very out of place. All right, we'll make our way back. What about you? No. We'll make it. You're coming with us.
No, I have to get Serena.
I am your father, and I am telling you, you're coming with us.
No, I have to go back. Trust me, I'll get myself out of here the moment I grab her.
Who?
Serena, I can't leave her.
And he looks down at Vasha and looks up at you. It seems like we don't have time. I can't force you. We don't have time to bicker like this. I can't force you.
Dad, are we gonna go? Is Sergei really dead?
Vasha. Okay. I am against this. Make it out, okay?
Of course.
And
I love you all.
And they kiss on the forehead, and then they bolt down the hallway. Are you gonna try to make your way back up? There's a couple of stairways. The stairway that you just went down, with Harabian at the top is one of them. You could also make your way to a spiral staircase that's just, at the hallway, or you could try to make your way up through the grand staircase where you meant to spy on Sergei and Strahd.
Well, the path that she just came from has this creepy butler coming at her, so that's not the best way to go. Other than that pathway, what would be the fastest way?
That is easily the fastest way. The other way would be a spiral staircase that is to your left. That is the stairway system that you would use to get to the guest room.
Ah, great, because that's
Yeah, you could stop a floor before that to be on the right floor though, but that is the same staircase.
right, and that's Strahd's there. Great, she has a bunch of crazies coming after her. Okay.
What are you doing?
I think right now she's wondering if it might be wise to find a weapon, if possible. Is there anything around that
There's lots of ornamental weapons.
You know what? She'll pick up an ornamental rapier. It's better than nothing.
Okay, go ahead. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Okay.
And I'll say it rolls with your dex. And we'll see how well that works.
It rolls with my dex?
Yeah, with your dex and proficiency.
Okay.
No, you're a bard. You aren't proficient in these weapons, so just your dex.
She's proficient with rapiers.
With martial weapons? Really? You know, sure, I'll give you proficiency. Not that important. I'll give you proficiency. Okay, so you grab it, go back up these stairs, back up to the floor with the wedding cake, and you enter back to the room, and the table is still in pristine condition, but the rest of the room is thrashed, and you see the bodies of your family and extended family and friends and servants and guards littered and strewn about in various states of gore.
She's horrified, but she's just trying to keep focused. Like, where's Serena? Where is she? Oh, I hope she's not here. I sure hope she's not one of these people.
You look around, and Serena wears a very distinct necklace around her neck of the Morning Lord that her mother gave to her before she lost her. And none of these people seem to have the necklace around their necks, even though you couldn't recognize their face on some of them. None of them have the necklace. And the treasury is through the dark room of books where you rescued Stefan, and is to the right. So you're going to need to go back into the room of shadows.
Go back in there? Great. Love that. Okay. She realizes this, and she like sort of has to give herself a little pep talk, like, okay, Tatiana, you need to save Serena. You can do this. Okay. And she bursts in and just tries to run as fast as possible through it all.
Make me an acrobatics check.
11.
Not quite enough. As you enter the room, there is no more fire burning, and the fire seems to have been put out. But the red eyes and the glows immediately go on you, and you just bolt your way through this room as claws reach out. Deal 5 points of slashing damage to you as they rake through your wonderful wedding dress. And you make your way through. not unscathed, and close the door behind you, and they don't seem to be following you. But this hallway is still fairly dark. You are now in a dark hallway that is leading toward the treasury.
All right, she's gonna cast light again.
Boom! You cast light, and this room is strewn with more bodies of guards that you couldn't see in the darkness, that are just in various states of gore yet again. But this time they seem like they fought, but to no avail.
And she's getting a little lightheaded from all the, but she's just like keeping going, like, oh, Serena.
You make your way down the hallway. Dun, dun, dun. Serena? Serena? And
Serena, where are you?
You hear slight mumbling from the other room that you would know is the treasury. Sounds like Serena.
She's gonna go, like, yeah, she's gonna go for it.
You open up the door, and you see an octagonal vault. That is...
A what?
An octagonal vault.
Ah, okay.
That is filled with that has a ceiling 45 feet above and is painted black with sparkles and displays of stars of familiar constellations. And this room is filled to the brim with gold, silver, platinum, jewels. If you're talking numbers, 50,000 copper pieces, 10,000 silver pieces, 10,000 gold pieces, 1,000 platinum pieces, and a ton of gems. This is the treasure vault.
Scrooge's McDuck's bathhouse.
Yep. And you see your friend that is just looking, and then she looks back at you. Tatiana, oh my god.
Serena,
Are you okay?
I'm so glad you're all right.
And she goes in for the hug, and she almost supports you, seeing this gash, and you are now bleeding profusely out of the side. Holy god, oh my god. And she just starts bawling in your side. Oh my god, what happened? What happened?
Serena, we have to get out of the castle now.
Okay. You're hurt. I've seen you heal things before. Can you?
Of course I can. I'm fine. Please, let's hurry.
Okay.
And, you know what? She normally would heal herself, but seeing everything that's happened, she knows that it might be best to conserve her energy.
Mm-hmm. So.
I only have 2 more spell slots.
Yeah. So. You go into this treasury and go back. Oh, what the hell? There was a door here. This is the way that the butler sent me. There was a door here. And this is right next to the door that leads into the library. It was a stairway or something.
How in the world? Oh, not this again. And she's gonna try to find the door again.
Make an investigation check with advantage, because again, you were being pointed to the general vicinity of where this door was. 8.
Wow, 8.
You search and you pound, and apparently there was a stairway here, but you're seeing no trace of it. What the hell? Mother Night.
It was here. Oh, we'll have to get out another way then. Damn it.
You need to go back into the dark room again.
All right, Serena. We have to go through, study, and it's horrible in there. All right, so you're gonna have to We're just gonna have to run as fast as we can.
Okay. Are you gonna go back the stairway that you came, or are you gonna go back to the spire or the narrow staircase that you came to before?
You know what? She's always going to switch between staircases because she has, because there's two things that are chasing her now, and so she really doesn't want to run into one of those figures right now.
Yeah. Okay. So you are going to. So which one? You've gone through 2 of the 3 before, so you're just going to go down the 3rd one that you have not yet to go down?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. Make me another acrobatics check.
7. No. Did I burn all my good rolls? I think so.
I think possibly. And Serena rolled a nat 1.
No. Girl.
So, as you make your way through, you bolt and go right as the shadow forms coming from the ceiling surround you. And
Are you looking through my spells?
huh?
I didn't do that to my character sheet.
I have control.
I know. I was like, what's happening? Am I being possessed?
Yes, you and you're possessed and Fate's blood. You take 6 points of slashing damage.
Oh yay!
And Serena, is holding on to your hand. And as you are going around halfway through, you go through the other entrance. And her body seems much lighter and like it's not giving way anymore.
Serena?
And
she looks around.
You turn back, and you are holding the severed arm of your best friend. As you go into the room, the blackness, and there is no screaming, you just see the eyes all huddled around a central position in darkness.
She lets go, and she's freaking out now, so she's like screaming, and she just bolts trying to get herself out of the castle now. Okay.
Go down the stairway and twist and curve down the stairway, and the castle is becoming more and more and more silent and more and more and more dark.
All right.
And
you know what? At this point, she's also going to cast Longstrider.
Okay. Longstrider, you double time it.
Like she now she's on like get out mode.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
And it's not a concentration, and it lasts 1 hour.
Up to not 4. Yeah. Let's see. This staircase is up to not 4. Right there. Okay. So, you make your way, tossing and turning, and you hear Strahd's voice. Boom. As you turn one corner, you are looking dead in the eyes of Strahd as he is feasting on the body of one of his soldiers, and he looks up at you and lets go. Hello, Tatiana. And this is a chase.
Yeah,
so,
she's time to run.
So go ahead and make me an acrobatics check with advantage. You have Longstrider on as this person starts to move at a little above human speed, but so are you. So
yeah.
go ahead and make a check with advantage.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Indeed.
Okay.
13. It's not terrible, but Doesn't beat Strahd's 19. As Strahd zips up behind you, whoosh, you start running and running and running back to the central corridor. And he moves in front of you just when, like, the front door that is leading to the stone bridge that leads away from Castle Ravenloft. He goes in front of you, and like between you and the exit. Where do you think you're going? Tatiana, I've done all of this for you, can't you see? I am more than anything that you will ever receive. You will be my greatest conquest.
No. And she she turns around and continues running.
Okay, you make your way back toward the chapel then. And let's get the map.
Oh no, there's a map now.
You go into a dark hallway that is just narrowly lit by one torch. As you are on the north side of this, go ahead and drop your token.
Where am I?
You're there.
Okay, there.
Yeah. So, this narrow hallway that is in shadow, you can only see the flicker of a torchlight, and the hallway is what you see, and you see like crimson footprints going all throughout it. And you close the door behind you. It is dark. Would you like to cast light?
Didn't I already cast light?
That is long gone by now.
Okay. Well, I guess, I'm just going to cast light on the decorative rapier that I have.
Okay. You see before
and,
you.
yeah, keep going.
Okay, 14. A grand hall, cloaked with blood, stretches into darkness, which you've just illuminated. And life-size statues of knights line the hallway on either side, their eyes now seeming to watch you as you move. This hallway has several rooms. If you would like, and this goes all the way back to the chapel. And now that you have illuminated, you see 3 bodies. There, of just a normal pedestrian. There, and one right at your feet.
Okay.
Are you just gonna... There's lots of entrances here that'd probably be pretty good for hiding if you would like. Or you could try to bolt your way through. Strahd is moving quickly.
Okay, wait, there's 3 bodies in front of me. Is there something special about them, or they're just dead people?
They're bodies. There's just 3 bodies in this hallway.
Okay. I know this area, right?
Yeah,
so
you do.
There's a lot of places I can hide.
Yeah,
I know.
You know that there is a servants' quarters to your left and right, a study further, and a study further down. And if you would like to hide, you may, or you could try to run. Those are basically your 2 options right now.
Okay, well, I think she's gonna try to hide, so, because she could run, but she's literally been running for the past, hour, so, let's see. And she's just been, living on adrenaline for the past, how long has it been? 20 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Where's she gonna hide? She could hide under one of the bodies. She wanted to be morbid, but then she's wearing a nice bright wedding dress. I don't know how well that's gonna work.
I don't know how that would work either.
Yeah, I don't think it would. Shoot. Okay, you know what? She's gonna go into one of the servants' quarters.
Okay, left or right?
Oh no. Let's go left.
Okay. You go to our left or Tatiana's left?
Our left.
Okay.
So this way.
You open the door and you see a single modest bed with a wardrobe in the far side, limited decorations. And
there's no good place to hide in here.
there's the bed and then there's the wardrobe. And you hear, drawing ever closer, Tatiana, please. You'll like it. I promise you it's not all bad. All of your worries will melt away.
She's gonna have to go into the wardrobe. Like, she could hide under the bed, but.
Make a stealth check for me.
All right, I better not mess this up, man. I've burnt through all my bad rolls by now. I hope. So come on. This isn't with advantage. This is normal.
No, this is just a normal stealth check.
Nope. 18. Yes.
You hear the door open. Tatiana. Dun, dun. Tatiana. And you hear shut up, mongrel. And the sound. And then silence. Tatiana. Done. 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 And then you hear as your door opens. Done. 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 And this is where your stealth check comes in, as you are still hurt, in pain, but you hold yourself together, holding your breath. Dun, 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 as he leaves the room that you're in. Tatiana, there's no way out. And then you hear dun, 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 his footprints as you hear what you assume is the chapel doors open. Tatiana, Anna. What would you like to do? He is now in the chapel. He passed you.
Okay, where am I currently? Goes. Am I outside of the castle?
No, you are still in the castle. This is the hallway that your family would have needed to run through to escape. This is the hallway that leads into the chapel. That you're like, go. This leads directly to the exit into the chapel, and to the grandiose Gothic arches and main stairway. One way leads that way, which leads to the front exit, and the other way is the chapel. It's all one straight line. You are on the first floor.
The chapel is connected to the castle.
Yep.
Got it. I thought it was a separate building.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The chapel is part of the castle.
Okay. And Strahd just entered the chapel.
Yep.
And how close am I in comparison to that? The chapel is down here?
Yep, down there.
Okay.
And the entrance to Castle Ravenloft is up there. What are you doing?
Okay. If she goes back the way she came this way, does she know of another exit?
Other than the front door, there is a archer's post, and a turret post that you may be able to squeeze through. You've never tried, But if you want to avoid the front door and go out an opening, like these are Archer and Turpo, so they are very narrow. You have never tried to go out them before. But eyeballing it could potentially be possible. Or you could try going out the front gate.
All right, you know what? She's not have a choice. She's not gonna chance it, like with Strahd in the chapel. No. She's gonna try it.
What are you doing?
She's gonna have to go to the Archer turret place because
so Strahd is in the chapel. The front entrance is not in the chapel. It's the other direction. Okay, let's
wait.
Okay, so let me show you this handy dandy map. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
It is upside down. But here, let me. I don't know why. It's like that.
Is what?
No wait, no, it isn't upside down. So.
It was normal.
Yeah. Okay, so. Here it is. The chapel is to the left. See that straight narrow corridor? Like from the left to right. That big open space of the chapel to the right is the front entrance.
Then yeah, she's gonna go for it.
You're gonna go for the main exit.
Yeah, because you said the archery place is. Where would that be?
That's K-12.
K-12. Oh, okay. You know what? That actually might be smarter. Because that's not the typical exit. That's not a typical exit.
No, it is not.
It might buy her more time, even if it's more dangerous.
It might also take a little bit more time to escape, or maybe the things are too narrow. You've never tried to go out that way. It's a gamble, but you're right. He probably wouldn't expect you to go out that way. But it is a gamble.
Yeah, she's gonna do it.
Okay. I'll let you keep your stealth check. You make your way out. Open and close the door behind you. And as you look open to this wide open space, you see the corpses in this in the central gravitas area on the entryway, littered with guards, bodies, and servants as the bodies start to rise. You make your way past them to K9. And I'm going to have you make one more stealth check for me to see if you can just completely make your way past these lumbering undead figures.
Okay. Oh, come on. 5. Oh, no.
Tiptoe. Crunch as your boot steps on the remnants of what
my wedding boots. Yes.
What appears to be some kind of broken bottle. As the undead all turn towards you. And they're not fast, but they're just now all slowly making their way towards you. And they have noticed you.
She's gonna just turn up a little bit more.
Yep.
She's not trying not to be loud, but she's just gonna be like, okay, time to go.
Yep. And you make your way through the entranceway, through K9, down the stairway, and there is no way to barricade them. So you now have a horde of undead following you as you make your way to K12. A high domed ceiling caps a 30-foot wide octagon room before you. And there are narrow slits that vary in size where it seems like a defensible position to defend the castle should it be attacked. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't say exactly how high up. I'm going to say that these slits are probably like around around face level, the kind of thing where you can where you would like arch up a crossbow or a bow to shoot out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's looking pretty narrow. And then, but you look down in the hallway and you see just the horde of undead slowly making their way toward that room. And none of these rooms have doors. It is just a wide open space.
What?
Have doors, like have entrance, like ways, like free places to barricade. It is just wide open. These undead are marching towards you, and there's not really much you can do about it.
Okay. She's gonna have to make it through. Otherwise, she could try to either firebolt or magic missile, like the entryways to make it bigger for her to fit through.
Okay. So, what are you doing?
She's gonna try to see if she can fit through.
Okay,
first.
go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
13.
13. You try to squeeze your way through. These things are really tight and narrow, and you squeeze harder and harder and harder as the blood starts to squirt out from your wound even more, and then you stop. There's no way that you can make it through it in its current state, as the undead grow ever so closer.
Damn it! All right, and she's gonna try firebolting the walls around it to make it larger.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage. And this each round of combat, I'll say that the zombies are probably getting around 10 feet closer. These zombies are slow as fuck.
Yeah.
But they're around 20 feet away from you, and they're moving at a pace at around 10 feet per round.
So basically, we got 2 rounds.
Yep.
Okay. Well, she already got her first shot in.
Mm-hmm.
With 7 damage.
7 damage. Boosh. It doesn't do a lot, but it hits, and it just shaves off slight bits of the jagged rock, and it is just slightly more wide.
All right.
You can you can either do it one more time to make it wider, or you can make a normal check, or you can try to make it through now. The DC is going to be higher, but you will have advantage. You can either lower the DC or take advantage, basically. Assuming that you do damage. It's a chance to lower the DC again.
She's gonna have to lower the DC because, again, her dexterity is not good.
Okay, go ahead and make roll some more damage.
4. Oh well. I rolled so well for the accuracy, though.
Well, 10 damage is what you needed for the next, I guess, threshold. As this hole is just slightly bigger, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
With advantage or no?
No advantage.
Or with normal.
As these undead now are almost like reaching out and can almost touch your feet.
Okay, you know what? 14. Oh.
The DC was 10 with those 2 firebolts. As you fall outward and something grabs onto your leg and attempts to pull you back in, and you smack it, and the hand lets go, and you fall to the courtyard, into the front courtyard, and you see in front of you that this courtyard is full of the vehicles that your family and friends have used to get here. Most of them, all of them, actually. The horses are dead. The carriage's wheels have been destroyed. And then you look around for your parents' carriage, and you breathe a sigh of relief when you see that your horses and your family's carriage is not there.
Okay. They made it out. How am I gonna get out?
Tatiana. And you turn around, you turn to your right, and you see Strahd near the entrance with his arms crossed. And he grins a very sincere grin. Where normal, it's still terrifying, whereas before it seemed like he was grinning a fake smile, just this plastic, like, surface level thing just to try to smile. Mm-hmm. This fanged smile seems filled with joy as bits of blood start to ooze from the sides of his mouth. Tatiana, I am so happy to see that you're safe. The dogs, the worms inside, didn't harm you, did they?
And she kind of looks down, and there's clearly a lot more blood on her dress than what was there this morning, but...
Oh, Tatiana. Come here. I can fix that. I'm so sorry. And he starts to make his way towards you. Tatiana. Don't be afraid. It's over. Everything is over. You are about to have everything. Everything that the world has to offer is about to be yours.
I had everything. I had everything I ever wanted. And you ruined it.
Tatiana, and he starts to walk towards you.
Stay away from me.
He starts to pick up the pace a little bit. Tatiana, listen, everything that I have done, 20 feet,
no,
15 feet.
Okay, she's gonna like start like running away.
You run away. Are you and as there he is now seemingly between you and the narrow stone bridge that leads to the mainland. You have nowhere else to run but back as you go around the castle courtyard towards the gardens. Tatiana! Tatiana! I command you to come back!
Stay away from me!
And you make your way through these beautiful gardens that are basically untouched. Places where you've gone, that has just started to bloom, where you've gone through several walks with Sergei, and all of the memories come rushing back. Tatiana, it's okay. All of this will seem like this will seem like a bad dream if you just come to me. You make your way through the garden, and he is right on your heels. And then a dead end towards a balcony. Dark clouds start to drizzle, and a flagstone avenue passes between two empty buildings leading out to a stove-paved outlook. The outlook has a low stone wall adorned with outward-facing gargoyle carvings. And you can see the village of Barovia beneath you as the wind starts to pick up, and your one exit is blocked by Strahd. Tatiana, it's okay. Everything will be okay. Takes one step forward. His arms are open.
Okay, specifically.
You're now
really quick.
You're now on a ledge, on an outlook that is looking out onto Barovia. That is out. Okay. That is now overhanging a steep cliffside.
Okay.
Tatiana, come to me.
Stay back.
You are my greatest conquest. All of the people that I have killed, the wars that I have waged mean nothing compared to me having you.
Stay away from me, I mean it.
Another step closer.
I'll jump.
Tatiana. My dear Tatiana.
You killed your own brother. You're a monster, Strahd.
He did not deserve you. It's okay. As he wipes the blood from his mouth. Don't do it. And his happy expression drops to one of like sincerity and fear. Don't.
Strahd, I will never love you.
Tatiana.
You will never have me. And I hope you never find happiness. And she turns around and she leaves.
Tatiana! And he goes forward, reaches to your feet as you plummet. Down, 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 down. Thwap! Everything breaks. And you don't feel anything. Fubbada, 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 thump, thump, thump. It hurt for the first moment. But then it went away. You feel your side, a wide open gash, water falling, blood, and you look down and you see that one of your legs is missing. And you try to make noise, but you can't. And you look to see a large rock jutting out from your chest, contrasting with the beautiful ornamental decorations that you would put on your wedding dress just that morning. And you look up to see a speck of that balcony. But as your consciousness begins to fade, you feel like you've escaped. In a weird way, you succeeded. And then you look down at your body as your spectral form begins to rise. And as it begins to rise up, you turn to see Strahd facing a dozen guards, all with crossbows on him. My lord, you have gone mad! Mad. Mad. No. For the first time in my life, I am sane! And as he says that, he is littered with arrows, and his body splats onto the cobblestone of the gardens. And he gets up, forward momentum, just floating. And he looks at these people, raises his hand as the arrows jut out from his body and like aim back at them, and he flicks his wrist and they all fall. And your spirit continues to rise past this scene. And then the sun now highest in the sky, you notice has been covered in this thick fog, and it gets more and more intense. And as you try to make your way toward the embrace of the Morning Lord, your soul gets stuck. And you don't know what's happening. And you hear a voice in the back of your head. Tatiana, you are mine! I did not say you could leave. You and everyone else will not leave Barovia. Death will not stop that! I will find you. You are mine. You are mine! Boom. And the next thing that you remember, you're being born again. And you start going through a life in a body that you have no control over. It's like you're watching your life being lived before your eyes. A different life. A life in a Barovia that you have never known. Covered in gloom. Tormented by the vampire Lord Strahd. In a constant state of twisted torment where no one can leave. But the woman that you are inhabiting seems to look like you, but you have no control. You live another life. Until eventually, yet again, Strahd visits this woman. That isn't you. And as your inner stomach sinks, as he feeds on this woman that is not you, you can do nothing. You have no control. Only some group of powerful outsiders could get you out of this situation now. You have no control. And Strahd didn't even let you die peacefully. And one day, a group of adventurers arrive, saying that they can possibly help. And that is where we will end the session.
Yay!
Play Curse of Strahd to find out what happens to Tatiana.
Dun dun dun.
Or as she goes by now, against her will, the given name Irina.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Cool. Yay! I decided to throw in my own little curse for Strahd.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. All things considered, you only lost one.
I only lost one, which that's pretty. That's some nightmare fuel right there.
Yeah, you did pretty good. Your rolls are for the beginning. Your rolls are pretty dang good. Bravo.
Hey, thanks.
All right.
I wanted to get Serena out of there, but you can't win them all.
Yeah.
And I probably should have used Cure Wounds, but I don't think it would have mattered. Oh well.
Oh well, indeed. Well, thank you, Nola, for being a part of this little idea that I had.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, stick around for more content and
For more spooky skeleton time.
The now permanently transformed Strahd von Zarovich searched everywhere for his beloved Tatiana. He searched for days, then weeks, then months. But no matter how hard he tried, he never found her body. Strahd swore that even after death he would pursue Tatiana, and no matter what happened, he would find her and he would claim her. Poor Tatiana. Even after she died, she reincarnated. Over and over and over again. Doomed to be caught by Strahd, but die before he could claim her. As time went on, any shred of humanity that remained within Strahd's heart faded away completely. He began to torment his people, and this is just a theory, but I think it's just because he wanted to make them feel the same hopelessness that he felt each and every day of his miserable existence. But good news, eventually he grew bored of tormenting his people, and he started bringing in outsiders to torment. Well, I guess that's only partially good news. But it's good news for us because that's actually where our story begins. In a tiny little hodunk town called Amberwood, a bard is roaming in the forest, heading home, not knowing that her entire world is about to be turned upside down. Hello everyone, coming to you live from the editor's chair, and I just wanted to take a second to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. And if you liked what you saw, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel out. And I also wanted to take a moment to thank the amazing Curse of Strahd community for all of the art that was featured in this video. Every one of them are so freaking amazing. I've tried to find all of the original sources and I've put them all down below, so check them out. They are incredible. And as always, I want to thank the amazing Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech for making the royalty-free music that millions of creators use to make their videos and creations really pop. So yeah, a lot of elbow grease went into this, and if you want to check out this campaign live, we are currently streaming it on Twitch. It is not over. We are now just uploading the archived footage on YouTube, edited so that it's a little more sparkly and a little less cringe in terms of the audio going up and down and all that stuff. You know how it is. So yeah, we're going to continue archiving stuff on this YouTube channel, and if you want to see us play live, check out our Twitch at twitch.tv/RoleCallrp. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Cheers.